Life doesn't warn you when it's about to unravel. One day, you're surrounded. Friends laughing over coffee, family promising they've got your back, coworkers nodding at your late night ideas. The next, it's just you. The phone stops buzzing. The inbox sits empty. The chairs around your table gather dust, and you're left staring at the walls, replaying the moment it all fell apart. Maybe it was the breakup that hit like a freight train, leaving you alone with a pile of shattered memories and a half-empty closet. Maybe it was the job you poured your soul into, only to watch it slip away while your so-called team scattered like leaves in the wind. Or maybe it was the risk you took, the big, bold, terrifying leap, and the people who swore they'd catch you turned their backs when you hit the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, this is when you realize you're the only one left. It's not a movie scene with dramatic music. It's real, jagged, and quiet. Too quiet. Your heart feels like it's sinking under the weight of what's gone, and the question gnaws at you. What now? But here's where the story shifts. This isn't your ending. It's the crack where your light starts seeping through, the moment you begin to see what's left when everything else falls away. You. That silence after the fall? It's heavy. It settles into your bones like damp cold on a winter morning. You wake up to a stillness that presses against your chest, a quiet so thick it drowns out the world. You scroll through your phone, past names you once trusted, knowing they won't answer if you call. You walk by the coffee shop where you used to sit with people who've vanished, and it's like you're a stranger in your own story. The weight comes in waves, grief for the laughter that's gone, anger at the promises that broke, doubt that slithers in and hisses. Maybe they were right to leave. Maybe you're not worth it. You catch your reflection, tired eyes, slumped shoulders, a face marked by the sting of betrayal or the ache of failure, and you wonder how long you can carry this alone. It's not glamorous, it's not heroic, it's human. You're not a superhero, you're just someone trying to breathe under the rubble. But that weight tying you down, it's not your grave, it's your forge. Because even as it pins you, it's burning away the illusions, the fake smiles, the hollow support, until all that's left is the real you. And that's where the ground starts to shift beneath your feet. So you're the only one left buried under that weight, and the world keeps spinning without you. What do? You don't wait for a knight in shining armor. Most people are too tangled in their own messes to untangle yours. You don't sit there replaying the what-ifs, begging for an apology that's never coming. You stand up. It's not graceful. Your legs shake, your hands tremble, but you plant your feet in the dirt of this broken moment and claim your ground. It starts small, dragging yourself out of bed when every fiber screams to stay down, brewing coffee to sit with your thoughts instead of running from them, picking up the dream you let slip when the crowd walked away. You dust it off, hold it close, and whisper, "This is still mine." You don't need a parade to take that first step. You don't need a hand to pull you up. You just need to decide you're not finished, that even if everyone else bailed, you're not bailing on yourself. This ground you're finding, it's not borrowed from anyone. It's yours. Cracked, uneven, but solid enough to hold you. That flicker grows when you realize being the only one left isn't a sentence. It's a handover. The power's yours now. No one's left to steer your ship, but no one's left to sink it either. Every choice, every stumble, every spark of hope, it's all in your hands. That job you lost, it's not a dead end. It's a blank page. A chance to build something new, even if it's just one shaky step at a time. That relationship that crumbled, it's not a void. It's space to rediscover who you are without someone else's voice drowning yours out. That dream they laughed at, it's not a joke. It's a fire they couldn't see, and now it's yours to stoke. You've got scars from the fall, marks from the people who left, the plans that failed, the nights you thought you'd break. But those scars aren't chains, they're medals. Proof you fought, proof you're still here. So you pick up the pieces, not to rebuild what was, but to create what's next. You don't need their permission, you don't need their applause, you just need your own two hands. Rough, tired, but strong enough to shape a life that's yours alone. That power's been there all along, waiting for you to grab it. And now that you're the only one left, there's nothing holding you back. As you grip that power, the silence shifts. With the outside noise gone, two voices rise up inside you, battling for your ear. The first is the doubter, sharp, relentless, a shadow that's followed you through every fall. It digs up your mistakes, flashes the faces of those who left, and snarls, "You're not enough. You'll crash again." It's loud, feeding on the echoes of every doubt you've ever felt. But then there's the other voice, quieter, steadier, the one that's been waiting in the wings. It cuts through the noise with a whisper. Get up. You've got more. You're still here for a reason. That's the voice you turn toward. That's the one you crank up until it drowns out the doubter's hiss. Because when you're the only one left, you don't need a crowd to tell you your worth. You need to hear it from the one person who's still standing. You. So, you step to that mirror, meet your own gaze, red-rimmed, weary but alive, and you say it, "I'm not done. I'm enough." The doubter fades, the daring voice grows. And in that moment, you realize it's not just about surviving the silence, it's about owning it, filling it with a sound only you can make. That sound builds into something bigger. When you're the only one left, you're not just holding on, you're rising. It's not a fairy tale with violins and a neat bow. It's real, messy, hard-won. You rise with the grit of someone who's slept on the floor of their own despair and still got up. You rise with the sweat of late nights chasing a dream no one else sees, lit by nothing but a flickering bulb and a stubborn streak. You rise from the ruins, not some poetic castle, but the wreckage of your old life. The trust that shattered, the plans that burned, the version of you that couldn't take another hit. And as you climb, something clicks. You don't need the ones who left, they were just scaffolding. And now the structure's yours to finish. You don't need their nods to prove your dream's worth. It's burning bright enough in your chest to light the way. Being the only one left isn't a punishment. It's a stripping down to the essentials, a chance to build something they'll wish they'd stayed to witness. So you rise, scarred, unsteady, but alive. You rise because the fire in you didn't die when they walked out, it grew. And with every step, you're not just climbing, you're claiming. That claiming leads you here, the day you stop waiting. When you're the only one left, you don't pause for someone to ride in and patch the holes. They're not coming, and you don't need them to. You don't wait for the phone to light up with, "I'm sorry," or "I was wrong." Those words are ghosts, and you're done chasing them. You don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect you. Because this moment, this flawed, bruised you, is enough to start. You stop looking back at the wreckage and start working with what's in front of you. You take the broken bits, your tired hands, your stubborn hope, your flickering dream, and you build. You fill the silence with your own rhythm, a beat that says, "I'm still here, and I'm not leaving." Being the only one left isn't a burden anymore, it's a gift. It's the freedom to write your story without co-authors, to rise without anchors, to shine without shadows. So stand up right now, wherever you are. Shake off yesterday's dust. Look forward, not back. You're not the one they left behind. You're the one who stayed, who fought, who rose. This is your day, your life, your fire. And no one else gets to hold the torch but you.